Here we go. Hello everybody. Shoot, I already. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Valentine. In case you didn't know me, I do have a podcast on pretty much everywhere where I do preach stuff, happy stuff, not less happy stuff, stuff about life, pretty much everything that has to do with well-being, mental health, and yeah, but I've got another side, and I've been uploading covers on YouTube for a while now, so I should probably upload more. Anyway, this is me. I am actually a professional singer, graduated in 2020 in London, and that was probably not a good idea. But hey, here I am starting a YouTube channel and running a YouTube channel and a podcast. So we can go with it. Let's roll. This is one of the first videos I actually took properly instead of just like chatting forever or like singing, which is good. Today I want to talk to you about something that's been affecting my life for a very long time now, and it's called MTD. So MTD is a condition that can be pretty bad or just a mild condition that anyone can have. But obviously if you're a trained singer or a teacher, you might get into more trouble than many other people, or you might feel more effects of this condition. So yeah, let's get into depth of that. So tension is something so common nowadays. Everyone's been suffering from anxieties or experiencing some form of like pressure that put in muscle and body under stress. And this stress can cause muscle tension. This tension can build up around the larynx or in the neck or in the jaw and the upper body, and depending where the tension is, it can have a different type of impact on the singing voice or the voice. And that's when everything begins. You start getting tired and you start pushing, and then you're more tired, then you push even more, and strain starts to reign your life. And this whole process causes a sort of pattern, and we start spiraling into it. We can experience different type of tensions, which is funny. It's like tension calls for tension, that calls for tension, that calls for more tension. But yeah, the back of the neck shortens and becomes tighter. We can have like muscle tension in our backs, and we want this area to be as free as possible so we can speak and tell our stories and sing our songs and do our things, because we're human beings. And if there's one thing I believe in is self-expression, and my way of self-expressing is definitely through my voice. But when MTD happens, basically that take off the ability of our larynx to produce a clear and healthy sound, and this all can result in a husky voice or sore throat, inflammation, tiredness, and lack of stamina, which is very easy to ignore if you're a professional, whether you're a teacher or a singer or an actor even, because you know, it's such a common thing to feel a bit tired after a show or like after a lesson, that you don't see it building up, you don't see it ruining your life. So where do we start? How can we have a better life while having MTD or any other type of muscle tension in our body that can affect our mental health and voice? Obviously I'm not a doctor, I'm just a professional singer. All I know is what I've tried myself. Here's a few tips I tried and I still put in place to manage my own MTD. Let's go. My first tips are basics. If you're a singer, you know that you need to warm up before singing, and you need to drink shit ton of water. Here's my bottle, by the way. Thanks for reminding me. Hydration is so important for singers and pretty much for everybody else, because that's what keeps us alive. We are made of a lot of water, and if we lack of this water, we are not functioning. Basic biology 101. What we want to do is make sure that we drink at least 2 hours before any type of singing or any type of speaking, because that's the time it takes your water to get through your vocal folds, which are also called vocal cords, by the way. Then again, singers do need extra precaution because our entire body is an instrument. Thing is, if you're even slightly dehydrated, that could cause a very bad damage or a permanent issue. You need to be able to drink your water throughout the rest rest of the day. If you need an alarm, set an alarm, whatever suits you, just make sure you drink your water. In that way, you also be able to not only lubricate your vocal cords, I made a nice blend of folds and cords. Not only you be able to lubricate your vocal folds, but also the inside of your mouth, which is basically where the articulation happens. Just gonna make your life so much easier. By the way, this is also my tea, which I should be drinking. In this tea, I've got some lemon and steamed ginger, and I don't like ginger, by the way, it's gross. Disgusting! A little bit of turmeric with a dash of black pepper, because that is good for inflammation. So yeah, drink it up, it's good for you. Please avoid caffeine or dairies, and I know I'm a liar because I drink so much coffee. It's really not the best option, mostly if you have anxiety like I do. Also, stay away from air conditioning or smoke and alcohol, or anything that can make your throat feel dry. Dairies and carbonated drinks are also not good because they can cause the mucus into your vocal folds to thicken. That we don't want, because then you're gonna be like... Second tip. Steaming and showering. So here I am with my very not pretty steamer. This one I bought from Amazon. It was probably around £5. Not that fancy, definitely anti-bougie. It does its job. You just need to put in boiled water, possibly not scalding. Inhale with your mouth and exhale with your nose. That way the vapor will pass through your throat, and the steam, which is made of water, will get to your vocal cords in a quicker way. It's basically the faster way to provide hydration. And also it's so good if you have any irritation or swelling. So how long should you be doing it for, and how many times a day? I usually do it in the morning. If I feel like I woke up a bit dry, I do it straight away with my tea. I get my steamer and I get my tea, and I get my steamer and I get my tea. And that's pretty much what I do. But if I feel like throughout the day I still have lots of practice to do, or my voice is simply not top quality, I'll steam 3 times a day, easy. It just takes you 3 minutes. There's no really such thing as over steaming. If you don't have a vocal steamer, that's also fine. Prefer to just grab a pot, fill it up with hot water, and place a good old towel on top of your head and just go for it. Another option is to take a hot shower. That's something I love to do. I love to do my scales or my warm-up into the shower, because in that way I really feel safer. It's like a security blanket I have for myself. I go into the shower, I'm like, yes, I know I'm gonna sound good there. Oh, by the way, if you need some warm-ups ideas, let me know in the comment down below, because I would like to post some for you, but I'm not sure whether you like it or not. So yeah, just pop a comment, let me know, whatever. My third tip is using a straw. Now, this is not a fancy straw. This is a pret-a-manger straw, old straw, because Pret is pretty much bound to not open until very late in March, and you can rarely find any type of straw anywhere because one single-use plastic has been banned, so yeah. But if you can grab one from Amazon or anywhere else that you can reuse it, that's brilliant. That's what I'm gonna do next. Why a straw is so good for your voice? Because it's like a holy grail of singers. This one is at the base of any SOVT type of exercise. SOVT means semi-occluded vocal tract. That means that your mouth is partially closed. It causes less stress and impact between the vocal folds during phonation. It can be compared to doing an exercise into the pool. There's always going to be less stress onto your body and muscles if you're exercising into water. Probably later in the future I'm going to post some SOVT exercises, maybe on my Instagram pages. But what you can do with it is simply just use them as a warm-up. If you have some slides or scales you like to do, just go ahead and do that, like hand pretty. It doesn't have to sound pretty. You just need to be able to feel the airflow coming out. Also, that's going to help you kind of like placing your sound a bit forward compared to when you actually sing without any extension, which is the straw in this case. So we're gonna go like ooh, ooh, and we want it as forward as possible. So like this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How do you know if it worked? Well, you feel it in your voice. You feel like your larynx sounds a bit happier. There is always a sensation when you have MTD that your larynx feels like you have a lump onto it, attached to it, like a little weight, or like there's tension on top of it, and that's pretty much what MTD is, isn't it? So we just want this to be a little helper, like a Santa helper, call it the larynx helper. Least and not last among my most basics way to manage my MTD is vocal rest, and that's something I need to do a little bit more often than other singers, unfortunately, which I hate because I can't barely shut up ever, and I cannot spend a day without singing. But hey, I listened to a podcast once. There was this ENT doctor who was saying to their patients, so basically they have a bank account with like $10,000, and every time they were speaking, it was $100 taken from his bank account, and every time they were singing, it was like $1,000 taken from the bank account. Now, I don't remember the podcast, but that really hit home. Is your voice. So you decide what to do with it. But if you feel like your voice is in a very bad place, you feel like it's just safe to rest. Sometimes speech therapy and vocal rest are the only two things you need to do in order to get better. And sometimes it can take you just very little time, and sometimes it can take you a little bit longer. So yeah, those are my 4 basic tips to manage my MTD. As we say, drink a lot, make sure you have your water next to you, your cup of tea, whatever makes you feel good. If it's warm, is also good. Get a steamer, if you can get a steamer, just shower, maybe just grab a pot and inhale from there. Also, just rest. Give yourself time to rest and feel better. Give yourself time to get a top quality of your voice. I have another video coming up with some more unorthodox way to manage my MTD, and I hope you like them. Let me know in your comments if you like any of these methods, if you used them before. I mean, they're quite common, but if you did, please leave a thumb up or like this video and share it however you think you might need it. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for bearing with me, and also thank you for bearing with my MTD. It's a tough time, mostly with all this COVID thing going on. I feel like the stress is really impacting my voice in a way that it makes me feel like I'm not at my best to sing. But fortunately, I still can teach and spread a nice message to all of you guys and to my students as well. If you want, you can grab a copy of my book at the link down below. There's also a ticket code you can get a discount with. And if you're not sure, if you feel like it might not be for you, please feel free to grab the freebies that you'll find in the comment section. See you soon, guys. Have a happy day, and I shall see you in my next video with the unorthodox methods. You'll find it saucy, trust me. Bye!